Fast food is becoming so expensive that eating healthier has become the obvious solution. I think cooking at home was always cheaper. But lately, fast food restaurants have been raising prices to the point where it's just not really worth it. IMO. Not eating out is my solution. Ridiculous now, man. But the thing is, if you're out past 11, you're fucked. Got McDonald's last night, 2 small cheeseburgers, a smoothie and fries was 15 man. Shit was half that 5 years ago. When I go out to eat, it's something that's harder to make at home, e.g., ribs, certain seafood dishes, Chinese food. Generally multi-ingredient, long prep time, or kitchen equipment I don't have. Drugs have become so expensive that being sober has become the obvious solution. I got a burrito, nothing else, at Dos Toros $18. On a road trip this week and stopped at BK off freeway in a small town. Whopper and fries was $15. Just me. Alone. No one and nothing else. Welcome to the 80s, dude. Most people couldn't afford to eat out often. I've never read so many excuses to keep eating fast food in a single page, lol. I get so confused on this. Walmart sells big bags of frozen veggies for less than 10, rice for like £5 is around that, and chicken quarters for about 6. That's over a week's worth of food. I get vegetables and veggies soup from a restaurant instead of fast food cause it's cheaper. These comments are baffling. Y'all are acting like having a couple hours a week to focus on health and cooking is the peak of privilege. I imagine most, if not all of you have that time and simply do not utilize it well. I certainly don't. Let's not lie to ourselves, being unable to cook for yourself is a skill issue, plain and simple. Nobody likes to admit it, but convenience is a huge part of why people eat fast food. It's not just because fast food is cheap. I wish I could eat healthier, but the cost makes it impossible for me. Fast food is all I can afford. Anon. One of the things I appreciate most about retirement is having the time and energy to cook dinner at home for my family. For the same price of a McDonald's meal, I can get a full meal at a sit-down restaurant. It's actually insane. I only got McDonald's if I get a really good deal or nothing else is open, and even then most of the time I go home and try to find food. Unless your daughters have celiac disease and you have to buy gluten-free groceries. That shit's expensive. Cook at home, ChatGPT will make you a recipe out of anything. This is a mind-blowing idea. How about we just learn to cook and stop using fast foods takeout to survive on? Takeout should be a treat, not a means of survival. Learn to make a homemade meal, people. It's not hard, and stop using too busy as an excuse. Grocery store food has also become too expensive. I cut back to 1 meal a day at home and eat office snacks during the day. Burger King in the UK, some of their meals are like 12. Same as a restaurant meal. About 3 months ago I started bringing my lunch to work instead of buying because I'm poor as fuck. I'm saving boatloads, even though I still spend way too much on energy drinks. I get 10 pounds of chicken for £0.77 and 5 frozen veggie bags at the local Walmarts. I usually get like 4-5 dinners and 4-5 lunch for like 20. For $2.39, I can get a McDouble. Add a drink for $1. For $5.48, I can get a pre-made salad. No drink. I think you might have it wrong. And this is being generous on the pre-made salad price. I got a burger and fries at Sonic. 9, that's just wrong. IR was straight garbage, but I was starving. I can get an excellent rice bowl with poke for the same price as fast food. Taco Bell bin burrito FTW. I can eat cheaper at home. Cucumbers gone up to 80p per unit at Lidl, and it's not even the fancy schmancy organic kind. As expensive as it's getting, healthy food is still even more expensive. It's always been the solution. I feel extremely sad about inflation in America. You're going to ruin it for us. McDonald's is almost as expensive as Chick-fil-A now. Applebee's still has 2 for $25. That's a better deal than some fast food places, and it's a sit-down restaurant. A bowl of rice with some cooked veggies and you're good. 3-4 tops. It just depends on what you get. If you get a full meal it's like 10, but use your apps and coupons points and you get a full meal for 5. It's expensive when you're picky. Eating healthy adds up quick, especially when you cook for every meal. That's a 200 grocery trip or more every 2 weeks to just have enough to cook. And with that price you're not cooking healthy, you are just cooking at home. It's not always healthier or cheaper. Everybody's situation is different. Agreed. I have also come to realize nothing about my weight and lifestyle justifies eating 3 eggs a day. I can easily put down 2,000 calories in a single meal and be productive with the other meal times, by reading or going on walks. McDonald's cost like $3.50 for 2 chicken sandwiches or cheeseburgers. It's not the dollar menus of my youth, but it's pretty good regardless, because for that price they also have a slushie for like $1.80, so for $5.50 or so I get a slushie, and 2 sandwiches, which isn't bad. Yeah, I thought this yesterday. Went to Jack in the Box and got a buttery Jack at bacon, large. Spent $13.92. No fam, that's a full meal price at a decent restaurant. I'm out. Why would I go to a restaurant when I can literally buy giant bags of pre-cooked food that I can throw in an air fryer in my kitchen, and get better meals for cheaper? No shit, brother. Figured this out about a year ago. I only shop Whole Foods, organics and free-range now. It's just pennies more, based of the cost of a shitty Big Mac or Whopper. Edit Spieling. I'm beginning to believe that is the point. Stop complaining, everyone, they want you alive. I eat fast food because it's fast, and I pay the fee because I'm too lazy to cook. Fast food is expensive, healthy food is expensive, only cheap thing is processed food that is terrible for you. I'm finding small family-owned ethnic restaurants are where it's at. I can get Chinese or Thai takeout for what it costs to drive through Taco Bell these days. As a person who lives alone, it's most definitely cheaper for me to squeeze multiple meals out of a giant Taco Bell order, or buy one get one for one McDoubles. Also, as someone who lives in a major city and is closer to walking distance to either fast food, or by the slice pizza places than a grocery store, there is a clear benefit for cost, maybe not health. If I consider time to money ratio on cleanup and prep cooking time considering my working wage by the hour, it's a sure win for fast food on the cost side of things. In the UK, the supermarkets are getting as expensive as the fast food TBH. Apart from Lidl, Aldi. We cook dinner almost from scratch most nights now. It's something we get to do together. Less meat, fat, carbs and sugar. More veggies. We make 4 portions and take the leftovers for lunches the next day. I figure we're saving about $25 a day, 2 lunches out. This means $125 a week, or $500 away. Our grocery bill went up by even half that amount, and I've lost 20 pounds and she lost 9 in the last 3 months. I don't care if they drop the prices back down. We aren't going back to that. Get the McDonald's app. They have awesome deals, app points. I get 1 breakfast sandwich and a free one for $1.00. Then I have enough points for a free McDouble by lunch. I then go and buy liquor with the points and I'm full, fat and drunk. I don't eat fast food often, but I use the app when I do and it's always pretty cheap. I do eat fast food because it's cheap, I eat because it's delicious, convenient, and there is no tipping involved. Eating healthy was never expensive. It always baffles me when people say it is. Taco Bell Crave Box from the app is where it's at. Cooking healthy food at home has always been cheaper. In Mexico, it's much more expensive to buy groceries and cook for yourself when you can get tacos on the street for 10 pesos each.